Because...
I'm trying not to laugh, it's impossible.
A little different than all the rest.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You are watching Kevin the Geek, and welcome back to another movie reaction. Welcome to whether you're watching the condensed version on YouTube or whether you're watching the entire full-length reaction version. Either way, you are most welcome. Now, of course, most of my last couple of comedy reactions, well, rather movie reactions in general, have been community choices. So in February, we did a romantic movie based for Halloween, not for Halloween, sorry, for Valentine's Day, and that one was Pretty Woman. And then earlier on this month, about 2 weeks ago, I did a reaction to Back to the Future, both of which I gave a couple of suggestions for. You guys in the community tab, you guys all voted for which movies you wanted me to watch, and we went through and watched them. This one is not one that I've put out for a poll, because it is one that I've heard great things about over the years. And from what people have said, it has a religious slant, of which I am not going to get into any political debates around it, so do not come in with any massive things about religion. You're welcome to have a simple debate, but I'm not going to get into anything big and heavy duty or anything like that. That is not the place for here on this channel. But it ties in apparently very nicely with Good Friday and the Easter weekend, so this is why I am doing it for you guys today. So this is what we're doing. We're doing Monty Python's Life of Brian. Also, it kind of forms a bit of a two-part kind of reaction, because tomorrow morning, Saturday, I am going to be doing a reaction to something called Friday Night, Saturday Morning, which was a bit of a sort of chat show-ish kind of thing from what I've been told. And it's mostly known for having a bunch of different kind of celebrity hosts kind of periodically, but for one specific episode, which is this one that's linked to this movie, where you have a couple of members of the Monty Python group and you have a couple of people from the church, and they debate about the movie, and it gets apparently a bit heated and funny and serious and stuff. So yeah, we'll check that out tomorrow morning. But for right here, right now, we are going to be checking out the life of Brian. I've literally never seen any Monty Python stuff, so maybe I'll see some more stuff, because I know obviously you have the big one, which is of course was it the Holy Grail, which then spawned a musical spin-off called Spamalot. Neither of which I know anything realistically about, so that'll be fun to maybe do at some point in the future, and maybe you guys will suggest some other Monty Python related stuff as well. But for right here, right now, let's check out Monty Python's Life of Brian. Is this to do with the birth of Jesus? There's 3 people following a star. That's the only thing I can think of. We may be at the birth of Christ. By the way, if anyone's interested, I'm not religious in any way, shape or form.
We are 3 wise men.
Well, what are you doing creeping around a cowshed at 2 o'clock in the morning? That doesn't sound very wise to me.
Well, we must see him. We have brought presents.
Out!
Gold, frankincense, myrrh.
Well, why didn't you say so?
He is the Son of God, our Messiah, King of the Jews.
That's Capricorn, is it? If you're dropping by again, do pop in. And thanks a lot for the gold and frankincense. But don't worry too much about the myrrh next time, all right?
Yeah, because no one knows what it is. Every nativity play ever conducted, no one ever knows what myrrh is. Oh! They got the wrong one. Okay. Okay. Oh!
Brian, the babe they call Brian.
This feels like a bit like a James Bond style intro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging this song. Not quite picking up all the words, but I'm digging it. Judea, AD 33. Saturday afternoon. About tea time.
How blessed are the sorrowful! They shall find consolation and thirst to see right prevail. How blessed are those...
Not very good if you're near the back, is it?
Speak up!
What was that?
I don't know, it's too busy talking to Big Nose.
I think it was blessed are the cheesemakers.
What's so special about the cheesemaker?
Who it yours then? Glass, Big Brother?
Oh, right. That's your last warning.
Oh, do pipe down.
Oh! Yeah, so basically, if you shut up and you actually listen to what people say, you might just about be able to hear the prophets of the Messiah, apparently.
Stone, sir?
Nah, they got them up there, lying around on the ground.
Oh, not like these, sir. Look at this. Feel the quality of that. That's craftsmanship, sir.
See, capitalism even back in the ancient times.
And so, as a blasphemer,
Ooh.
you are to be stoned to death.
No,
Are there any women here today?
no, women here.
If you say Jehovah once more,
Oh!
come on, who threw that?
Him.
Right, well, you did say Jehovah.
Oh! Oh! Get him! Her, him, her, no.
No one is to stone anyone until I blow this whistle, even if they do say Jehovah.
Oh! Get him! Oh my words! Well done, Basil's dead. It's so hard to watch that and hear John Cleese without thinking of Basil Fawlty.
What's he doing here?
Don't start that, Barney. Go and clean your room out.
Bloody Romans.
Your father isn't Mr. Cohen.
I never thought he was.
No, none of your cheek. He was a Roman, Brian.
Whoa!
I'm a kike, a yid, a hebe, a hook-nose. I'm kosher, Mum. I'm a Red Sea pedestrian and proud of it.
Yeah! The Colosseum, Jerusalem. Oh! Children's matinee!
Why are you always on about women, Stan?
I want to be one. From now on, I want you all to call me Loretta.
Well, why do you want to be Loretta, Stan?
I want to have babies.
You want to have babies?
I don't think that's how it works.
Where's the fetus gonna gestate? You're gonna keep it in a box?
Is this the precursor to the whole gender identity debate that exists in the modern day? Has a lot of people been watching this movie and taking inspiration from it? Is that where it's come from?
What's the point of fighting for his right to have babies when he can't have babies? It is symbolic of our
Yes!
struggle against oppression.
Symbolic gestures.
Are you the Judean People's Front? Fuck off. The People's Front of Judea.
Oh. Very different thing.
We may have a little job for you, Brian.
Nice. I'm liking what I see so far with the movie. Really, really am. About a third of the way in. It's funny. It's good. It's really good. Uh-oh.
It says Romans go home.
No, it doesn't. What's Latin for Roman? What is eunt? Go. Conjugate the verb to go.
Except that Thomas takes the...
The locative.
Which is... Domum.
I mean, if you're going to graffiti a wall, you might as well get your grammar right.
Now, write it out 100 times.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hail Caesar, sir.
Hail Caesar. If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
That was great.
Finished. Right. Now, don't do it again.
Oh my words! That's had a bit more of an impact now, hasn't it? Oh no! I mean, technically, he was told to do it by the Romans.
What exactly are the demands? We're giving Pilate 2 days to dismantle the entire apparatus of the Roman imperialist state, and if he doesn't agree immediately, we execute her. All right, but apart from the sanitation, the medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation, roads, a fresh water system, and public health, what have the Romans ever done for us?
Nothing!
Shut up!
See, the thing is, like, people will often have their views on, like, democracy and governments and things like that. I'm not going to get into a political debate here, but some people will get so blinkered minded and have such blinkered vision that they're focusing so much on the stuff that they don't like about something, and they fail to see the stuff that that is actually good, that has been some good. You look at some of the political parties over the years, you can go, oh, I hate them because they did this, they raised taxes, they did this, they did that, blah. But then you forget maybe that they did that and go, actually, they brought that in and that was actually a good thing. So you've always got to try and be a little bit diplomatic and see the overall picture.
There is not one of us here who would not gladly suffer death to rid this country of the Romans once and for all. Well, one. Oh, yeah, there's one.
What's your group doing here?
We're gonna kidnap Pilate's wife, take her back, issue demand.
Oh!
Brothers, we should be struggling together. We are.
Yeah, they technically are. So just let them get on with it. They can kill themselves.
What will they do to me? Oh, you'll probably get away with crucifixion.
Best thing the Romans ever did for us.
What?
Oh, yeah. If we didn't have crucifixion, this country would be in a right bloody mess.
That's so bonkers.
Throw him to the floor. What's it? Throw him to the floor. Oh.
Bit of a lisp there, Pilate.
So, you dare to wade us? To what, sir? Strike him, Centurion, very roughly.
Ooh!
Your father was a woman. What was his name?
Nautius Maximus.
I think it's a joke, sir. Like Siliosotus or Biggest Dicker, sir. I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggest Dickers. Silence! What about you? Do you find it risible when I say the name Biggest Dickers?
I'm trying not to laugh, it's impossible.
He has a wife, you know.
Does he?
You know what she's called? She's called Incontinentia. Incontinentia buttocks.
A few moments later.
Oh, I've heard about that a lot over the years. people talking about bigger stickers being one of the best things of the movie. Oh! What? Hey, what? What the hell just happened? What? Oh my word, a space fight! I was not expecting this suddenly in this lovely sort of religious, historical movie. What the fuck? I mean, that's one way to escape the Romans, I guess.
You know the penalty laid down by Roman law for harbouring a known criminal?
No?
Crucifixion.
Oh.
Crucifixion lasts hours. It's a slow, horrible death.
Well, at least it gets you out in the open air.
You're weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Consider the lilies.
Consider the lilies.
Well, the birds, then. What birds? Any birds. Why? Well, have they got jobs? Who? The birds. Have the birds got jobs?
What's the matter with him? Says the birds are scrounging.
Well, won't you tell us? He won't say. Is it a secret? No. Otherwise he'd tell us. Don't tell us. Leave me alone. What is the secret?
Is it the secret of eternal life?
Oh no.
He has given us a sign.
Oh, he has given us a shoe.
A shoe!
Let us, like him, hold up one shoe and let the other be upon our foot, for this is his sign that all who follow him shall do likewise.
Take the shoes and follow him.
Yeah! Oh, two very different ideologies there. So yeah, like with any religion, you get spin-offs, clearly. You get diversions. So, yeah, people are going to follow Brian's word, the word of God.
Please, please help me. I've got to get... Oh, my foot. Oh, shh. 18 years of total silence and you shh me.
Oh!
I've kept my vow for 18 years. The times in the last 18 years I wanted to shout and
Havana Gila, Havana Gila.
Master, your people have walked many miles to be with you. They are weary and have not eaten.
It's not my fault they haven't eaten. What about the juniper bushes over there?
I say, those are my juniper bushes. They are a gift from God.
They're all I've bloody got to eat.
Oh!
I say, get off those bushes.
I wasn't expecting to see that.
I hadn't said a word for 18 years till he came along.
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
Yeah!
Well, what sort of chance does that give me? All right, I am the Messiah.
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord? This is the Messiah, the chosen one. No, he's not. An unbeliever. Persecute, kill the heretic.
Oh! Oh my word! That's two things I did not expect to see just there.
Now stop fooling my son. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
Your son
son is a
Oh.
born leader. Those people out there are following him because they believe in him, Mrs. Cohen. They believe he can give them hope. Hope of a new life, a new world, a better future.
Very ironic that they have the long hair very strategically covering the breasts there, yet they have the entirety of the downstairs garden completely visible.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Oh! This is where that quote comes from.
If it's not a personal question, are you a virgin?
If it's not a personal question, how much more personal can you get?
Very good point. That's a very personal question. Oh my word!
Morning, Saviour.
Oh my word!
Who's possessed by devils? Try and keep them under control.
The revolution is in your hands.
What? No, that's not what I meant at all. You're fucking nicked me,
Oh!
beauty. Right.
Poor Brian! Oh, get him! Get him! Get him!
Stop it. Guard, do we have any crucifixions today? 139, sir. Special celebration, Passovers.
May I address is one of the high points of the Passover, my friend Biggest Dickers has come all the way from Rome just to hear it.
Hail Caesar! Hail fever!
Oh,
You're not...
here's another one.
Really, Centurion? I'm surprised to hear a man like you rattled by a rabble of rowdy rebels.
Try saying that 5 times when you're drunk.
Let me come with you, Pontius. I may be of some assistance if there is a sudden crisis.
Try saying that 5 times when you're drunk.
They've arrested Brian.
What?
They've dragged him off. They're going to crucify him.
Right. This calls for immediate discussion. Right. New motion. Completely new motion.
Always discussions, never any actual action.
Crucifixion? Yes, good. Out of the door, line on the left, 1 cross each. Next.
Imagine if someone says no.
Fiction.
No, freedom. What? Freedom for me. They said I hadn't done anything, so I could go free and live on an island. Off you go then. Nah, man, you're pulling your leg. It's crucifixion, really.
Out of the door.
Yeah, I know the way. Out the door, 1 cross each, line on the left.
Dude, you nearly got away with it.
People of Jerusalem, Rome is your friend.
Is your friend?
Would you have me release? Release Roger! We have no water.
Aww.
Well, what about Waterwick then? Citizens, we have Samson the Sadducee Strangler, Silas the Assyrian Assassin, several seditious scribes.
Morning.
Now, we will be on show as we go through the town, so let's not let the side down.
Let me shoulder your burden, brother. Oh, thank you. Hey, what are you doing? It's not my cross. Shut up and get on with it. Get a move on there.
Or what?
Or you'll be in trouble.
Oh, dear. You mean I might have to give up being crucified in the afternoon?
Look, it's not my cross. What? It's not my cross. I was holding it for someone. Just lie down.
We like a last-minute rescue.
We, the People's Front of Judea, brackets, officials, end brackets, do hereby convey our sincere fraternal and sisterly greetings to you, Brian, on this, the occasion of your martyrdom. And I'd just like to add on a personal note my own admiration for what you're doing for us, Brian, and what must be, after all, for you, a very difficult time.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
For he's a jolly good man.
Oh my word! Who's this? Hey, what?
That showed him hurt.
What was the point of that?
Go ahead, be crucified. See if I care. I might have known. See.
This is quite a sad ending. I thought we were going to get something. He gets rescued and everything. Clearly not.
Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle,
Oh,
don't grumble.
Give a whistle!
Always look on the bright side of life.
This is where this song has come from.
If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. And that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing.
I was not expecting this ending.
Hey,
always look on the bright side of life.
Forget about your scene. Give the audience a grin. Enjoy it. It's your last chance anyhow.
And always look on the bright side of life.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that was Monty Python's Life of Brian, and it was my first introduction to the Monty Python team and their humour and their style. First of all, one word that comes to mind when trying to describe the style of them: bonkers. Absolute bonkers. It was a movie that, for me, I feel had some weird moments. Like what was it? Where Brian's trying to escape from the Romans and then he suddenly gets picked up by an alien spacecraft and he suddenly gets involved in a wild kind of space battle before getting dumped back where he was. That was just weird. I mean, can someone explain that to me? Because I just personally didn't get that. I mean, it just took me a little bit out of the moment in that particular moment. Otherwise, I enjoyed that. Now, the first thing I will say, of course, is that this is definitely not a movie that could be made today. You've got to say that. You know, it is a satirical movie, you know, and I guess on one hand I could understand where people who are of the religious persuasion, I can understand where they may get offended, but at the same time, I like to think that this is not being deliberately offensive towards any particular religion or person, you know, legendary or otherwise, but it is more taking a satirical stance on the idea of you know, the word of God or the word of the Messiah in general. You know, like Brian mistakenly becomes the Messiah, and it's I'm trying to think of the right way to word this. It's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very much a case of not saying like we think that religion is bad, or that religion is stupid, or that religion should not be believed. I don't think that is what they're going for. It's a way of going, you know what? Anyone very easily could, in theory, become a Messiah and a word of God should the right circumstances present themselves and, a mob mentality prevails. Because they showed a number of different people who were effectively messiahs and professing teachings, if you like. But it just so happened that Brian was the one who got a little bit of a following, and then mob mentality came in and took over the entirety of it. And what I did like as well is that scene right at the very start where you have Jesus who is there, and he is basically delivering a speech that, from my memory of religion when I was back at school many, many, many years ago, it sounded like it was the real words and the real speech that he supposedly would have said. But I like the fact that they take that twist on it, and you have people right at the very back, that they may have misheard elements of what was being said and those teachings, and it almost becomes a bit of Chinese whispers, and that is not insulting or deliberately trying to persuade against the teachings of Jesus. It's up to you whether you believe that he was a real person who delivered these teachings, and who people believe him to be. I'm not going to get into that. I am not a religious person. If you are religious and you believe in the work of Jesus Christ or another deity, then fine, have your beliefs. I am not saying that you are wrong for having those beliefs. I just personally don't have any of those beliefs. And ultimately, I think that we are in a position to be respectful to people who have those beliefs, just in the same way that people may believe in ghosts, or they believe in astrology, or they believe in the unknowing word of their sports team. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's when people take it to the very, very big extreme levels, that's when I have a personal issue with it. People saying that that they use religion as an excuse, for example, for war. I don't think any war is acceptable, and to try and put a religious slant on it is, in my personal opinion, wrong. Again, that's my personal opinion. Like I said, this is not a political channel by any stretch of the imagination, so take with it what you will. But as a movie that was very clearly satire, nothing else, it, for me, was fun. Is it one of the best made comedy movies? That is debatable. Is it something that is acceptable in modern society? Again, you can have your own personal opinion of that one, because there were some things in there, like you had the character, what was it? I think it was Stan, who then wanted to be a woman and then was called Loretta. I found that interesting because that was really ahead of its time, and that was addressing a transgender issue which is going really haywire at the moment. That people are having major debates about transgenders and non-binary and many, many different genders and things. That is I was about to say plotline. It's not really a plotline, is it? It's just something that gets mentioned in the movie a few times. It's not like a real, true point to it. But that is definitely the kind of thing that you look at that and go, ooh, that could be a little bit controversial in modern days, But I like to think that they tried to put a positive spin on it. To me personally, again, you may disagree, but that didn't seem to come across in a way that they're making fun of people wanting to be women. I think they're making fun more at the general idea and the deep lengths that sometimes people go, you know, for me that was quite I'm trying to think of the right word here, but very transgender positive, yet at the same time some people could argue that it's kind of going away from its positive push by ridiculing it. And like I said, for me, I don't think it's necessarily that they're ridiculing people who are transgender. I think they're ridiculing some of the thought processes that go into it. You know, like if you are born a biological male and you want to transition to being a woman, fair enough, that is absolutely fine. But you are physically incapable of bearing a child if you are born a biological male, because you simply do not have the sexual organs to do it. You can have gender reassignment surgery and you could have the opening for that, but that still does not give you the internal capacity to bear a child. And so that's, I think, where they're going with it. And there will be people who just like, yes, I can identify as a woman and I can do absolutely every single thing that a woman can. There's a limit, isn't there? You know, there is a physical difference and a physical inability to do certain things. Yeah, like I said, it's a very, 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 very controversial subject matter, which I'm not going to delve into any more deeply than that. But as an overall thing, I love this movie. I thought it was great. It was silly humour at times, but it did what it aimed to do. It is as simple as that. And I enjoyed it. And I wouldn't mind seeing more Monty Python stuff. And, you know, we'll have to see about that in the future. But please do let me know what your thoughts are of this movie. If you want to go down some of the more controversial aspects of it, all I ask is that you keep any comments respectful. And, you know, if you want to agree or disagree with anyone else, please do it so in a respectful way. That is the only thing I ask. I will remove comments that I feel cross any lines. And, of course, tomorrow we're going to see the sort of follow-up kind of thing to this, where you have a debate on a sort of chat show thing with John Cleese and another member of the Monty Python crew with members of the church, which was released at the time that this movie indeed itself came out. So check that out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you so very much for joining me. And for now, my name is Kevin. I am a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.